Welcome back to another FOO-OLOGY podcast. I'm here with the homie Eddie.
We're right here, man.
Eddie Spaghetti, bro.
Eddie Spaghetti, bro. That's crazy. You know what's funny is like growing up when your name's Eddie, that's like the main nickname they'll be calling us, man. Yeah. Eddie Spaghetti, and I'm like, I think it's between Eddie Spaghetti and what is it? Ed and Eddie. Yeah. Like growing up because of the cartoon shit, man.
I like that show.
But what about you? Do you think they've ever given you a nickname like that?
Yeah, they gave me a bunch of nicknames, bro. They called me a bunch of like Chino and some other shit. But
curly,
because of my curly hair. But they would nah, bro. But where I grew up, there's a lady. We called her the shotgun lady, bro.
Damn.
Cause she got I guess she was a veteran and she got shot by a shotgun, bro. And I think she was missing her leg, but she walked with the limp, but it never
like a fake leg.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like she had a fucked up leg, but yeah, she would walk with the limp, bro. So every time she would come out, we'd be like, "Hey, look, the shotgun lady."
The shotgun lady, bro. That's a funny ass name. Yeah, people, especially I don't know Mexican culture, or I don't know Latinos or whatever, but they'll be pretty ruthless with the nicknames, man.
Damn, bro. Yeah.
You know, if a fool's name Gordo or some shit, that fool's name, that fool's probably like a skinny ass fool. Or, but you know what? It goes back to I think we talked about before. It's like how sometimes like the baby, like it goes back to baby names, like because I know my sister's name is Stephanie, and my brother couldn't pronounce her name, so he would call her Tapi. And then everybody in my family started calling her Tapi, which is kind of like baby talk. But I think the same thing goes with like Eduardo.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Babies can't pronounce those long names, so that they I think that's why that nickname exists, Lalo.
They'll say Lalo, huh?
Because the babies can't pronounce it, you know. And I think there's more names like that. I can't think of them right now, but there's definitely more names that comes from baby talk.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty interesting how that works.
Yeah, and that's funny. You told me that nickname with some guy with the bike, bro. That was funny.
Shit. So yeah, this is another classic one, bro. Back in the day, my mom had a childhood friend back over there in Nayarit.
Yeah,
and then as old, like they got older, and then somebody pulled up to the house, and then they're like, "Oh, ahí viene el Piyuy." Like here comes Piyuy, and I was like, who the fuck is who's Piyuy? I never heard that name before.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why do you call him that? And so basically, when they're kids, this dude will pull up. This is just like a middle of nowhere place in Mexico, right? So they would just ride bikes around, and this kid will pull up in a fucked up ass bike, all rusted, and they're like, why do you call him Piyuy? Because you can hear him from a mile away. Piyuy, Piyuy. You can hear the bike every time he pedaled. You hear Piyuy, the rusted ass
fucking chain.
So even as an older guy or older person, they would be like, "Hey, ahí viene el Piyuy," and then so his name stuck because of his fucking fucked up bike,
flat tires and the rusted ass chain, bro. Fuck, this shit's funny as hell. So
they'll be having some funny ass names, and then my dad has another one. My dad grew up in Mexico City, and then he had there was this two brothers, bro, that lived inside. They have like little neighborhoods in Mexico City, like buildings. They call them colonias, and they're just like groups of buildings, and then everybody lives in these buildings. So, anyways, they would call him. They would call the brother El Pepinos or Los Pepinos or some shit like that, because their mom would sell fruit on the fucking. She would have a little fruit cart. Hey, El Pepino. So these folks, they would call them fruit names and shit. Their nicknames were different types of fruits.
Some funny ass shit right there, bro.
So just some funny ass. They would always have funny ass nicknames.
But talking about fruits, bro, we got
that's a fact.
A care package from a brand called Salud, bro. I think they're best sellers here.
They're doing the collaboration with Jarritos.
Yep, they're doing that. It's a hydration. You know, if you're on a hike, little bike ride, or any of the sports, you know, you always want to be hydrated for sure. There's a little pouch, really easy to cut, very very easy to open, ready to go. And
we did a little mixer right here with the little the hydration.
It tastes exactly like that soda, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
But without all that sugar, bro, it only has 1 gram of sugar, no artificial flavors, and dairy free. So soy free, and yeah, really freaking good. So you guys should definitely check this out.
Yeah, and
Their
you know
web-
that if we talk about it on this podcast, like it's gotta be it's
Top
gotta pass a
quality.
bunch of tests because like even from day one we're like, bro, if we're ever gonna put something on here, it's gotta be
quality
some
stuff,
shit
bro.
that we would like that we
Yeah.
would even drink, you know.
Exactly. Good.
Mexican American business, and that's what we're about too. That's what this
Exactly.
thing- and it's high quality, bro. This every flavor you see on these things, this is tastes exactly like it. Like this pepino limon, I drank it before a run, is exactly like it. Not even no BS. Like they really got the flavors down, they got the quality down, and
It's not like other brands where they just throw a bunch of chemical shit in there. Oh, man,
I
and
know,
just
bro.
trying
You
to
see
make the
those
money.
little packets of those chemical ass shit that tastes like vitamins and
Yeah.
minerals and
All
shit.
that shit.
It tastes fake,
Yeah.
but this actually tastes legit. Like, give it a shot. Definitely use our code for 10%, FOO-88, and then now you can't go wrong with it. You
Yep.
can't go wrong.
For sure.
But yeah, this brings us back to our next point, bro. You've been hearing more positive shit with different type of interviews.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
What do you think about that? Bro?
Yeah, bro. I was like, man, because you go on your IG, you go on YouTube, and all like I don't watch media and the news anymore, but it's all negative, bro. It seems like the world's crashing down, man, and there's a lot of that war that's going on, and it's all a bunch of crazy shit happening, but at the same time, we want to give everybody hopeful because give them light. Just like Professor Jing, I was watching this video with Sneeko, and he was saying that when he leaves, he wants to give everybody a sense of hope because right now everything is just like pure. Seems like it's just negative shit out here, and I guess the best thing that you could do for someone is give them your wise words, bro. That your good advice in life, and sometimes we talk about like the positive shit, and we just want to reach out to everybody and just be like, our message is always good, bro. Like not always, but our message is always we always want to make better for everybody, bro. So
yeah,
it's like we want to give the everybody their shot, and like we said, it's like if I would have heard this podcast from the first episode when I was like 18, bro, or even 17, it would have helped me out a bunch, bro.
That's the point we're doing right here.
Exactly. And I think that we've been doing that pretty good, bro, so but yeah, it's like you sometimes in life you have to be optimistic. There's a lot of good people out here. There's a lot of people that want to help you out, but if you if you're closed-minded, nothing is going to come to you. You always have to be like I said, optimistic, open your eyes, reach out for help, because that
even
ego,
ask for it too. Yeah,
ask for help, because that ego shit does you no good, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You just stay in the same hole, and you're always gonna be there if your ego's in the way. But definitely, you wanna. There's a lot of good people out here, and the more you understand that, the more you want to like that. That energy. You want to attract more of that. You want to just think that you're like a positive ass person, and just imagine and feel like you got good people around you, and the more it's like a battery. It's gonna keep coming to you,
Exactly,
bro. A
bro.
magnet, bro.
Yeah, you always have to talk positive to yourself, because it's like your willpower, bro. The willpower in your mind, it programs your cells even, bro. Like it's like that test that they used to do back in, like, I don't know if you've heard about it, but this is like a fact of life. If you get rice and you put rice in a jar, or like you put like rice with water or whatever, and then you have 3 different jars, and then in one jar you talk good words to it, the other jar you talk bad words, and then the other jar you just say whatever, just leave it. The one that you say good things on it grows less mold, and then the one you say bad shit, it looks all nasty and horrible, and then the other one is just whatever. But this is like a thing you could do on your own. You get a fruit, you get a jar, you get a plant.
Exactly.
You're growing a plant. You tell one thing, you tell one plant nice things, you tell the other one horrible things. One of them is going to be all fucked up when it grows. The other one's going to be like perfect. And this is something that you could even practice on your own. But this is like the nature of life, even to yourself, bro, in your own mind.
It's like you gotta always repeat it too. It's like the rosary, bro. Because my grandma, she's still alive, but I remember when she would come to the U.S., she would pray almost every day, bro. No, she literally prayed every day, but she would go with the rosario and
Every beat.
the rosary, every bead. Like she would say, that over and over again, bro. And I think that's a key in life where if you just keep repeating something, you eventually turn it into reality.
Ooh,
And
damn.
yeah, bro. So I think that's a great key in life that, for everybody that's been listening, please like too, comment, subscribe. And we got Spotify, YouTube, and IG and all this stuff.
And
Please
coming
go.
up. And
We're
merch coming soon too. Everything's coming soon.
Yeah, everything that's positive is coming soon, bro.
Exactly, man.
So yeah, anyways, going back to the positive shit, bro. So yeah, you want to always tell yourself, even if you have negative ass parents, you're 18, you're youngster 17, and you're watching this, and your parents are always negative on you, like, oh, you're never gonna be shit. Nah, bro, you're gonna be someone. You just gotta grow up really quick with that shit, bro. So. Yeah, you'll definitely go somewhere. So don't always get stuck in that you're not gonna be someone. So just remember that. Just look for opportunities and they're gonna come for you. You gotta be a good person though. Help out others.
Yeah, it's like what they say with that whole shit with the Epstein shit with the devil shit there.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about all that. Even the last time, which is like he's like. Something about the mirror shit,
the mirror
right?
shit, yeah. Like they asked him, are you the devil himself? And he was like, no, but I play. I
have a good.
I have a good mirror. Yeah.
And what does that mean too? It's like a lot of times we think we're powerless. We think that we like to say that there's a monster out there or there's a god out there that's more powerful and this and that. And it's like, in reality, the biggest devil you'll meet is in the mirror, and the biggest God you'll meet is in the mirror too. And it's not about the ego. It's just about that we're connected with everything. Kind of like how we say, it's like you want to make it outside of yourself, like that something is going to come over and take over and that you have no power. But in reality, you have the power within you. And that's kind of something we talk about a lot too. It's like we have a lot of power, a lot of willpower. And there's no demon that's going to come in and take over and possess you and make you do bad shit, bro. It's like the reality of it is you don't have anything to fear when you're really in control of yourself, because there's nothing that could really take control of you, bro. It's like that quote. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So this idea of the devil doesn't make it. It shouldn't be scary to you, because the devil cannot make you take a drink of something that you do not choose to.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
So it's exactly. Like you're the power. Like you choose. Maybe this power can bring something to you and say, hey, do you want this? But it's up to you whether you say yes or no.
Damn.
And I think that's the power of human consciousness.
Exactly.
Human consciousness is whether you say, yes, I want that. And that's when it goes back to people who make the deal with the devil, right? Which is what you're seeing with all these people online with like Charlie Kirk, and they make that deal and then they go back on it, and then you see what kind of happens, the people make these deals and then the time switches up and then things start happening, and then you're like, okay, but did you say yes or no? Think about how that works. You want to go back on a deal?
That's crazy, bro. And that's crazy that you say that, because I like watching all that paranormal like activity stuff. And there's like they were interviewing a demonologist, a brujo, basically, and he was talking about how all these there's different demons for different roles. They all play their own role, bro. So it's like if you want money, it's like your ego told you, yeah, go get more money. The devil didn't tell you to fucking be like, oh no, here, come here. Ooh. Yeah, so you have to do a manifestation to find the devil first, and from there you could go to Lucifer and all this other shit. But you gotta, supposedly, what he said, you gotta go first to the man downstairs, the devil. That guy will guide you down to the other, because he wants your soul. Because he's like, if you want money and all this shit, he's the one that will say, if we'll do a deal with you. And not only that, he said that people make a deal with the devil for money, and people get so tired of just making money and getting money like all quick. They get tired and they just like, okay, I just want to die now. basically, because
Yeah.
they get everything
Like
they all
bored.
wanted, bro. They get bored. So be careful with that too. But yeah, all these devil. And then he also said that there's a good quote that he said. He was like, "El amor y la muerte nunca te van a encontrar. Ellos te van a encontrar a ti, bro." So
Oh, you're never gonna find it.
yeah, in Spanish or in English, it means that love and death, you're not gonna find it. It's gonna find you, bro, on your doorstep, babe. So it's like, so
Damn.
people out here trying to do all that other shit,
Trying
man.
to
You know,
find it, trying to be on the dating apps and all that
Yeah.
shit. You're
Yeah.
not gonna find that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly. It's eventually gonna, it's gonna find you somewhere, and you're gonna be like, how the hell did this happen for so many years? And it just happens, bro.
Yeah, that's true. It does kind of just happen. You kind of just attract whatever is
Yeah.
ready for you.
But going back on the ego shit, like with all this dating and all this relationships things, I think it's like always you want to love yourself first, bro. You gotta love yourself first, and you learn from these relationships your wrongs and your goods. So it's like whatever you did in the past with your ex-girlfriends, whatever, you want to learn from what happened, what made led to you guys breaking up, or them, or you, or even if you were the good one. You want to learn from your situations, your relationships, so that makes you a better person, because ultimately at the end you don't want to be the same guy almost all the time, bro. You don't want to be the same guy all the time, and you want to learn from your mistakes, like people say. Like you want to treat women better, and you want to give them respect and all this other stuff. So it's like you got to work on yourself first, and then when you work on yourself, the one is gonna come to you, bro. Ooh. You're gonna find the one. What everybody says, like that's the official one. That's gonna be like, damn, this girl's really.
Yeah.
It's some soulmate shit too, I guess. Whatever,
Yeah,
but
if it's written for you, then it's like what they say. If it's meant for you, you can't escape it, and if it's not meant for you, you can't find it.
There you go.
So
straight up, yeah, that's that. Yep, and yeah, and people don't like hearing the truth, bro. And it's like we're here, and. Professor Jang was saying that too. He's like, the best advice you could give someone is the truth, bro. Because from giving them the truth, they'll understand faster, and they'll know what they're doing wrong. So if you don't, you have all these friends, whatever, you never tell them the truth, they're always gonna be fucking up in that area wherever they're fucking up, and they're never gonna get better, bro. It's like if you have a soccer team, you tell your defender, hey, do this, go, like this guy's fast and this guy's whatever, and you tell him that and he doesn't listen. You just tell him how it is, and this guy's like, no, I'm gonna do it my way, and then they fucking just pass this guy all the time, bro. They take him like nothing. So it's like your ego fights you the same way, bro.
You
so
take enough losses to figure that out. And it goes back to what you said, I think, before that. It's like the things we say a lot of times that seem negative, it's like we say it for a reason. Obviously, it's because that negativity is also kind of what wakes you up too, in a way. But you shouldn't get stuck in that negative shit.
Exactly.
Because sometimes we're too blind to things, so we have to hear the dark shit, because that shit kind of makes you a little afraid, gives you a little pain. But if you get stuck in that, it's not a good thing. But if you kind of wake up a little bit, then you can use that to become more smart, become more wise, so that you can use that pain and that little, maybe that little, like, oh shit, like that little wake up call to better your perspective and better your understanding. That's kind of why we go into the darkness sometimes, because we say a lot of dark shit, because it's like a lot of times people won't fucking listen unless you smack them over the head a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you got to go upside somebody's head, and then they're like, oh fuck, like this shit is real. But then it's like, you know what? Yeah, that's real. But then also life is also very beautiful too,
Exactly, yeah.
Because if the dark exists, then the light also has to exist.
Yeah.
So if heaven exists on earth, then hell exists too, and vice versa.
Exactly right.
It's what you choose too.
Yeah, and and it goes back like to the truth, bro. It's like whatever religion you are, it's if you're like Christian, Catholic, indigenous, Mayan, Buddhist, all these religions, bro, miles away from everybody, and they're on a different planet, they're a different country, bro, like miles away from everybody, and you got all these fools, and they all had one conclusion, bro, that the truth was real. Ooh. So they have like dozens of drawings, if you know, that we saw, that we see like online. Like they carve with the rocks, like, oh, we saw this god right here, and this, he told us to do this and all that. And yet all these like, and all these religions, bro, they came to one conclusion, that the truth is real, bro. And the most brutal sentence in ancient text, bro, it's the Tao. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao, bro. So it's like the moment you try to explain, you know, the sunset to someone that is blind, bro, without words, it's gonna sound crazy, you know. It's gonna be like, what the hell, bro? Like, what are you telling me? So it's like these religions fight over, because it's like, no, I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, you know. And you got all this shit and all this other crazy shit. But yeah, there's so much contradictory with all this shit, bro. But yeah, and it's like going back with Jesus too, bro. He said the entire kingdom is you, bro. You're the entire kingdom, bro. It's like your body is your empire, your fucking your temple, bro, everything. So it's like, we're not out here to like antagonize you guys as well. If you don't like the truth, bro, there's something wrong with you, fool.
Yeah, you can watch Disney Channel, fool. And even that shit's dark too.
Yeah, for real, bro. And it's like, in the most repeated phrase in the Bible, bro, it says, "Fear not," or "Do not be afraid." Like a quote from Jesus said. Also, he said that the perfect love casts out fear, bro.
Damn.
And the moment you start loving yourself and you put your ego aside, everything's just gonna fall in place, and you're gonna meet great people, bro, all the freaking time, man. But yeah, bro, that's on some positive feedback for everybody. So it's like, we're, you know, look out for a good love and it'll come back to you, bro. But you gotta send those positive vibes out, bro.
That's true, because the more you send out, the more you get the same shit too, you know.
Exactly right, man.
And I think that might be the trick. It's like if you send out that shit, you'll get more of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is what they say a lot. But there's this other topic with that shit, bro. That's I think what I seen lately with all that Iran shit, bro.
Yeah.
So with all that Iran shit, they've been fucking up the algorithm on IG, man.
Mm-hmm.
And TikTok, because it's like, you know how they're censoring everything over there in Iran?
Yeah.
Like they are destroying the camera, so you don't see no missile strikes. You don't know how many people in Israel are getting hurt.
Yeah.
Or nothing. So it's like,
oh shit,
they've been censoring the whole media. And not only that, the algorithm, I noticed that a lot of the videos that we've been getting are from January and December.
No way,
so
bro.
They're like fucking up the algorithm timeline, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new is coming out. So there's a lot of old videos that are popping up on my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? There's Christmas videos popping up. I'm like, why are there Christmas videos popping up? Because they probably programmed it to be like, oh, I'll only show people older videos, you know?
Damn.
All the new news, let's fucking make it more diluted. So I noticed that's going on with Iran shit, bro.
Yeah,
what do you think about that, man?
That's crazy too, bro. Because I would imagine that there'd be a lot of like news reporters reporting that, and even in Israel too, bro.
They are.
Yeah.
But they censor them. They turn their cameras off. They're like, oh, you can't record here.
Yeah, basically that, bro. And yeah, it's some crazy shit. What you think that's like a military move or something, bro? Or what do you think that?
I just think they know the power of media because they obviously control that shit. So they know that I'd rather have nobody know what's going on.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. But we'll take a quick break right now. Yeah,
just took a quick break. But there's another topic that I want to hit up that we didn't get a chance to touch on, which was about the ego too. You know, how we talk a lot about willpower and the ego, and when it comes down to all these topics, these spiritual topics that we talk about, a big thing that people don't really understand is the power of your will.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things to do with spirituality and magic and even just making things happen in the world, it has to do with your own willpower. And there's something to be said with that. It's like in these, let's say, black magic things, nobody can really take control of your will. They say, excuse me, So they say like, there's a saying that I came across back in the day. It said, even the gods are jealous of humans.
Sheesh.
They're jealous of humans because of their willpower. Because even, let's say, so to speak, God could come down and he can't necessarily take control of you, you know, because you still have that little spark in you that is that spark of God or the spark of the divine, which is your own source, which is your own willpower, which is like what you said, which is Jesus said, which is the kingdom of God is within you.
Yeah.
So if you have that willpower within you and nobody can control it, then everything in life is trying to influence that. They're trying to influence your will. So there's a lot of times where you agree to things that you're not aware of, but you're agreeing to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's why you have to be very careful with wordplay and with people, how they do different little things, because they can make you agree to something and you're not aware that you're agreeing.
It's like when you sign a contract with like, you know, you get a bank account and they have like 100 pages, like, and you're just like, you don't want to read them all, and you're just like, man, I'm just gonna sign this right now.
And you sign your will. You don't sign you don't read the fine print, so to speak. And you can do that with language. You can do that with many things, but that's magic in a way, because if I make you accept to what I agree, like my will, and I impose it on you, and you agreed to me now. You know, like now there's a certain, you give your power away a certain amount. So there's a lot of power that you give away when you accept something.
Yeah, it's like the Hollywood movies and all that, bro.
They
like,
take control of your willpower.
That's why, like,
your desires.
Yeah, that's why, like, there's a lot of symbols. There's like, they do a bunch of like rituals and all these numbering things, numerology stuff. They do all that because they know it takes a big effect, bro. And they've been doing it for years, man, decades of like, this is how you control someone. Just put it on the television and then tell your vision, you know.
And what's the number one way that they use, the number one emotions, the easiest emotions to influence? What is it? Fear, pain, shame, guilt, lust.
Oh,
so those are the easiest ones to influence people by. Yeah. And growing up Catholic, you know, you ruin a lot of your own opportunities in life because you feel these things, you know?
Yep.
Think about all the moments in your life that you limit yourself, that you cage yourself in because you feel afraid, because you feel guilty, because you feel shameful. And you realize how useless they are, because in reality, you don't need these emotions in order to make the right choice. You just need to see things clearly. If you see what's in front of you clearly, you don't need to feel afraid. You don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to feel shameful. You can see, okay, I can do this to make this situation better. Doesn't mean you have to feel bad about it. You just say, okay, 1 + 1 = 2. I can go ahead and move forward. But they want to teach you to feel that, because that is like a leech. It's like if there's a fucking leech, a spiritual entity leeching your energy. And think about it. When you feel these emotions, you feel drained.
You feel like shit.
Something is sucking up your energy. But if you see your life every moment and you're like, okay, I can worry right now, I can do that. But does that really fix the situation? If anything, it makes it worse.
Yep.
It makes you more weak. If you have a situation in front of you, you can say, okay, I can do X, Y, and Z. But if you sit there and worry, now you just drain your battery. And you're still going to have to do X, Y, and Z. Might as well just not even feel that and just do what needs to be done.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And that goes for fear. That goes for
lust.
That goes for everything in life. Instead of feeling these things that drain you, just do what's in front of you. And I think that's why they always use these negative so-called emotions to motivate you and to keep you under control.
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to all the stuff that we've been talking about, bro.
It's like the news, bro. Like, the moment you watch the news, are you gonna feel grateful? No, you feel like shit.
Yeah, you feel like a piece of shit, man.
Yeah. and why did these motherfuckers create this shit, bro? Because that takes an effect on people, and they think they're more like they're negative, bro. So they have negative people, negative magnets working around you, and it's just like, God, bro,
sucking up your damn energy.
bro, no, come on, bro. And then they try to embark that in you, and you're like, hell nah, bro, get the hell away from me if you're a positive ass dude, bro. You know, yeah, get the fuck away from me, bro. We're not doing with that shit. But it's crazy how that just became a thing, bro. The news, like, you know, how the hell did that even?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense too.
Doesn't make sense of like, oh yeah, all this terror is going around the like earth.
They want to just put fear in.
Yeah, exactly. That's
crazy,
number one thing, I think, just fear, bro.
But yeah, it goes back to that thing. I think a lot of people say, oh, life is like it's hell or this and that, and it's like, bro, I do think it's kind of what you choose almost sometimes too, or a lot of times, because you can also see everything as negative, or you can see the good in everything. And
exactly.
you have that power. That's the power of the will, you know, the willpower. You can make everything be this dark thing, or you can make it be what it is. But at the end, you have a lot of choice in that.
Yeah, and there's a good book. It's called the Power of the Mind, bro. I don't know if you read that.
No.
It's the power of your subconsciousness. By Joseph Murphy, bro. That's a really good ass book, and you guys should definitely check out books like that, because that is just gonna take you on another level, bro. Just by thinking. That's what made me one of the homies. Shout out to your boy Richard, bro. That fool was telling me, oh yeah, from the get go, you should start reading these books. Read. He just said read, bro, and then I got like addicted to reading books, fool. Like, and it's like positive books. So I'm like, every day when I would read this book, I'd feel great, bro. In the morning, I had a little like challenge I did for myself. It's like, all right, I'm gonna read 10 pages a day, no matter what it takes, bro. So I would take my book, 10 pages, yeah. So I'm like, I gotta do it. And every time I would read a book like this, fool, I'd be optimistic as a motherfucker. I'd be happy. I'd be thinking that, you know, all my dreams are gonna come to me in like a second, fool. So that's how, if you think like that, bro. And at the time, things were even like falling like that to me, bro. Like whatever I wanted was like literally coming to me, bro. So I was like, damn, this is crazy as hell, man. But sometimes people just fucking try to drag you down and try to take your energy. And you're like, hell no.
They definitely do right there, man.
That's the fucked up part right there about it, bro. So it's like, you know, the fight and battle of that. It's always you guys gotta stay positive out there. Put your fist out on there.
You know what they say? The next one is, I think it's I came across this thing. It's like Mexicans might be the solution to the world, bro. Because it's like what they say about desire, bro. It's like you will never have enough. It's like how all these other cultures, they want the most money, they want the most of this, they want the most of that, but they'll never have enough. But the thing about Mexicans is that they always have enough. So maybe the Mexican way might be it, because everybody who talks about how Mexicans be working this and that, and they're always happy and joking around.
Oh yeah.
They always have enough. But other cultures, they start off the opposite. They don't have enough and they try to get more and they never have enough. But we start off from the other way. We're like, we're good.
Yeah.
And then the more we get, the more you enjoy it.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, when you go to the parks, bro, you go to a public park, you always see like Mexicans like doing the carne asada and all that, and they're just like, who else is enjoying the park but them, bro?
Nobody's
you know,
enjoying
they're
shit.
playing soccer, they're going on the swings, the playground, you
know how to enjoy life. And I think that's a fact right there. I think Mexicans know how to enjoy life in a way that other people don't. And maybe other people think, oh, they're not ambitious enough. They don't fucking want to go the corporate ladder. They don't know how to fucking kiss ass, this and that. And it's like, bro, when you are good, you don't even need all that shit, bro. And then when you get that shit,
you don't want it anymore,
it,
bro.
They're like, it's already old and they're already fucking depressed.
That's facts, bro. Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you guys just have to know there's like very simple things in your life too, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But there's another topic that I came across on TikTok, which is like a lot of these young Gen Zers, they're like talking about how in the blue collar, you know, the blue collar workers, these fools online, they love to be the most miserable guy, bro. Oh, they're like, fool, you never worked blue collar unless you woke up at 5 a.m. and you went to work, this and that. And it's like, bro, your whole identity is based off being the most miserable bastard. They're like, fool, that shit is not a win. Like, fool, you got your hands are all not, they don't have enough calluses. You never work with your hands. Fool, your whole shit is about being the fucking best fucking slave in the world, bro. Like these fools, they comment, they're like, "Oh man, you never worked a day in your life, bro." I was like, "Fool, shut the fuck up." They make it seem like they're the
Like they're
fucking
the-
next
fucking
the World War II veteran or some shit, fool. But
Yeah, but talking about the veteran shit, bro, have you heard of what's going on with Iran? Like they're blocking the news. You know,
they're
something
blocking the news out there in Israel, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why do you think that's why they're doing that, bro?
They know how media works, man. I think that these Israelis, they know how media works, and they know that that they can't let any news, good or bad, they can't let it out because it gives people too much of information.
Damn.
They like to keep everything secret,
Yeah.
but they obviously are in control of all this shit. But bro, I heard some crazy shit. I heard Netanyahu's brother
Got
killed. Yeah, I heard even he got killed, but I don't know. They haven't heard of Netanyahu at this point in time for 10 days.
No way.
But people are saying that he's in a bunker in Germany or some shit, but they say they haven't heard of him.
Damn.
So people are like, "Oh yeah," but he's probably in a bunker somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But they're saying that the numbers are all off. They're saying the U.S. numbers are all off. There's more people that got killed from the U.S. that they're gonna have a draft, allegedly.
Yeah.
But you know, and it's funny because we came out with that video the other day of fragging. Remember
Yeah. I remember that.
So many of these kids nowadays, bro, they're commenting, "Oh, I just heard about fragging. I just heard about it." So
Yeah.
I think we kind of probably made that a little bit popular again.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
If you
I
tapped
remember
in
you
with
talking
us,
about, yeah, bro.
We know we're kind of ahead of the curve. So, but a lot of people are predicting nowadays. A lot of these astrologers that I come across, which they've been accurate up until now, and for a long time they've been accurate. People have been predicting these things for a long time, but they're saying within this week, this is March 10th. So within this week, it should be potentially some. We're recording this on March 10th, so potentially they're saying there's going to be some more heavy terrorism activity within the next week.
Damn.
And then up until the end of March, and then there might be some stuff going on around LA area in June or July.
Damn, bro. And that's crazy because I don't know if you guys watch our old podcast, but I think it was 3 or 4 podcasts ago. We were talking about, or it was a numerology that there's something was gonna happen at the end of February, bro.
Yeah.
And it was the war. I think that's what started. And I'm like, holy shit, bro. We
called it. Well, these are things we've been calling, bro. If you've been keeping up with us, we've been calling it. We've been ahead of at least a few months ahead of the curve. And even before that, since we started a year ago, we called all the Epstein shit, and now it came out. Everything's
facts, bro.
Facts. And then they did the frazzle drip with Hillary Clinton. Have you seen that video?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She looks all like she's scared, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like
she looks weird.
Yeah, for sure. She looks vulnerable for sure, bro.
Yeah,
she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And we be doing that shit. Yeah, so it's like everything we say, bro. It's like it's crazy, huh?
And they think we're like pothead ass fools, but we don't even smoke weed. Oh, you guys are smoking too much.
Yeah, these fools.
You're probably smoking more.
They be smoking too much, fool. They don't know shit, but
we're just on point. We've just been on point.
Yeah,
but
exactly,
we can wrap it up with this last topic. What do you think, bro?
Yeah.
What do you have? Anything else that?
Just oh God.
I have one more that I want to bring up with the clavicular.
Yeah.
So, this is just another thing that I want to bring up right here to wrap it up is the clav. You know how he's doing the live streaming shit.
Yeah.
I noticed these guys are straight up plants.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has an army of bots, and every episode or every little clip I see, these guys always have a McDonald's. So it's like, they're advertising almost for goy slop.
No way.
Yeah. So they're always eating McDonald's. They always have these porn people on. They always have So basically, they're feeding you guys all poison, and they're feeding you guys looks maxing, and they're pushing the shit out into every algorithm. And it's like, it's almost pretty clear as day that they're leading people in a different path. Yeah, at least the youngsters, right?
Yeah, because look, this guy supposedly is the most healthiest man. Like he likes eating healthy, likes staying fit, likes staying good. yeah, this fool's eating fucking McDonald's on live shit.
Exactly.
And
Why are they eating McDonald's? Like they're pushing it. Somebody's pushing it. There's a
Yeah.
management that's saying, "Hey, you eat McDonald's on film," and they're literally like many times they're getting McDonald's, bro. Literally McDonald's.
and I saw there's a clip of the CEO of McDonald's. He took a bite of his burger and he just barely bit it, bro. You
He's
see
like,
that one?
So good, yeah.
Yeah,
I seen
yeah.
that
He was
shit.
like, "Oh, this is so tasty, bro." He's like, "Fuck, all this shit's in here," and his headphone, like,
all the children of Epstein and shit. Oh no, mom, bro.
damn, that's crazy as fuck, bro. For reals, man.
Damn,
but
bro.
damn,
Yeah.
that's some dark, sad shit.
Yeah,
but
man. So
but on a
we'll-
positive
yeah.
note, stay positive. Don't always believe what's on your screen here on your fucking phone, bro. Don't always believe this bullshit that they're feeding you, because time and time over again, Foo-ology is gonna be right, and we always been trying to prove all this shit out, bro. And stay
Exactly that,
positive
bro.
out there, bro. But
And
we gotta-
also, you know, keep an eye out. We have some merch coming in,
Mm.
and if you guys have been enjoying this podcast so far, then just as a support, whatever you guys want to pitch in, whatever you guys want to buy, blah blah, up to you. Because you know how we're independent, we do our own shit. But we appreciate that you guys are listening to this. You know, tap into our code right there, Salute. FOO-88 gets you 10% off these products. That's definitely they're high quality. We could vouch for it. I could definitely vouch for it. That tastes super legit.
tastes good as hell, bro.
Super legit, super good quality. We're not gonna sell no bullshit here on this pod. And then we have some merch coming in. And then also, if you're in the LA area, and you know, or if you know anybody that's interesting, some kind of spiritual, some kind of taboo subject, whatever, you make sure you get send them our links, send them in contact with us, because we want to get some real people on these episodes.
Exactly right.
And we're still looking for more people, but we definitely have some good stuff in store.
Yep.
So this is a quicker episode, but you know.
But for
Stay
sure,
tuned.
yeah, stay tuned for everything. We're gonna come out with some bangers coming soon again, and you guys definitely gonna like the next one. But we'll see you guys out. Peace. We're out.
Peace out.